This is Dr. Rifa Siddiq. Welcome to my channel. I hope this topic will help you today. I'm going to talk about fasting. What are the benefits of fasting? So what happened as a human being, we were not used to consuming a lot of foods. Now we eat all the time. But when we were like longer time ago, our body was not used to having these kind of foods all the time, So, and also the fasting is most of the religious, it's a obligation. All the religion have fasting. So there is something good about fasting. Nowadays we hear all the time intermittent fasting and long fasting, all these fasting. But fasting is a very old remedy which can help the human being if we do it properly. Like Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and also Buddhism, all Hinduism, all religion has a lot of focus on fasting. So we need to fast. That's one way or the other. It has lots and lots of health benefits. So what does fasting does? One way it does help our body, but the second way it helps our mental health and spiritual health. So it's extremely important. So today I'm only going to talk about the body, what it does to our body, bodily health. So number one, if we are eating frequently, our body start having insulin resistance. So it means that we have a lot of insulin, but it is not taking care of the sugar which we have in our system. So we will have diabetes, in other words. So when we fast, what it does is it actually start reducing the insulin resistance in our body. So in other simple words, it actually make insulin more effective, which is an excellent thing for anyone, because if we have little insulin and it's really helping our body and we are reducing the sugar, it means that we will have less tendency to have uncontrolled sugar in our body, or our diabetes will be well controlled for the people who have diabetes. So that's a very important and excellent thing fasting can do to our body. So next thing what fasting does is it increases the growth hormone in our system. A lot of time you will see people are taking growth hormone from outside as pills. What does growth hormone does? What it does is it actually helps in healing. It also generates some of the protein in our system which can be helpful in our body wherever our body needs that kind of protein. And it also helps reduce the inflammation in our system. So growth hormone is extremely important for our body. A lot of time people take growth hormone, but I think it's good to have fast twice a week, so you will get the growth hormone. So next thing fasting does is it actually gets rid of all the toxins from our system. The toxins like yeast, microbes, bacteria, funguses, which are not needed in our body, it gets rid of all those junk. So we get cleansing. So we hear a lot of this term that fasting does cleansing of our body. Trust me, it does true cleansing. There is no other way we can do cleansing in our body the way fasting can help us in cleansing. It gets rid of all the damaged protein also. And it also does is sometimes all the wear and tear which we get in our body, all the proteins which are damaged now, it actually fasting help in kind of a remodeling, or it helps the damaged protein to be able to reutilize in our system. So that is also very helpful. So that protein can be used in our brain or in our anywhere where we need it. So that's very important. So getting rid of all the bad stuff, that's cleansing, is what fasting does. Fasting also does help us in like people have sometime have cancer and they are on chemotherapy. So fasting actually increase our immunity, so we can fight better for cancer. Or it also what it does is, like, all these chemotherapy has damage. They have a lot of chemicals, so fasting help us to deal with those chemicals in a better way. So that's what it does. Also, fasting is extremely important because it when we fast. So now what happens is all the extra fatty liver, or all the extra fat which we have in our system, body start utilizing that fat. So now the fuel is coming from ketones, not from glucose. So ketones are antioxidant. Ketones actually help you to have less appetite, so you will be less hungry. So that's what ketone does. And we are utilizing our own actually fat as a fuel. So when we are using our fat as a fuel, so our thyroid has to work less. So that's also extremely helpful for our body. So what it's so important. One of the most important thing what actually fasting does is it rests our body through and through. So our gut is resting, our pancreas is resting, and our gallbladder is resting. So it does healing time. So it is just like if we're running very fast, or we are doing exercise so every day intense, so there will be some damage to our body. The same way, if we are eating all the time, 24/7, frequently eating, so we are not giving rest to our body. So fasting is a rest to our body, which is needed because it rejuvenates the whole body. The cells rejuvenate. Your body is now rested. When it's rested, the gut produces a good bacteria to fight that. So that's extremely important, that we need to rest our body. So I hope that people can try fasting. Try with once a week or twice a week. I usually, I think it recommends from sunrise to sunset, complete fast, no eating and drinking, nothing by mouth. So that's extremely helpful, which I think can, it's really good. But I would advise also to start taking vitamins with that, and minerals, and drink water before and after. That's very, very important. So taking vitamins and minerals are extremely helpful. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching.